Good morning, neighbors. It's Monday, March 16th, 2026, and I'm your friendly host, Sara, bringing you the latest from around Murphy and our little corner of the mountains here on the Murphy Morning Show. Grab your coffee, pull up a chair, and let's catch up on what's happening in our community today. We start this morning with a bit of a mixed bag news day for Cherokee County. County leaders are still working through the leadership shakeup on the Board of Commissioners after 2 commissioners stepped down earlier this month, with conversations about filling vacancies and keeping county services running smoothly front and center at recent meetings. Officials are also reminding folks that the search continues into the tragic dog attack incident that took the life of 74-year-old Diane Emily Pellington in the Hiwassee Dam area, and they're urging neighbors to check in on older adults living alone and to keep pets securely contained. Cherokee Scout, https www.cherokeescout.com. Meanwhile, the familiar sound of winter is still in the air as local authorities continue to monitor conditions after a recent storm, especially on the ridges and higher elevations where lingering ice and slick spots can still surprise commuters. Law enforcement has also been active with a recent drug-related investigation in the Murphy area that netted several arrests and a good haul of contraband, a reminder that while the pace of life in the mountains can feel sleepy, our deputies are out there every day tackling serious issues. On a brighter note, our local student athletes are still in the spotlight, with the Andrews Lady Wildcats' recent deep run into the state 1A girls basketball playoffs giving fans plenty to cheer about. YouTube, https www.youtube.com, watch VFPJW8KCJVDI. Turning now to the weather, we are looking at a somewhat unsettled pattern over the next 3 days here in Murphy. Today, Monday, expect a high near 64 degrees with a low around 41 and a decent chance of showers through the afternoon and evening, so keep the umbrella handy if you're heading out. Tomorrow, Tuesday, it will be a bit cooler, with a high near 66 and a low near 40, and we'll see more clouds with a chance of scattered showers, especially in the morning. On Wednesday, conditions should start to settle a bit, with a high near 65 and a low around 31, and skies trending toward partly sunny with just a slight chance of a shower. Folks out on the roads should still be cautious with any overnight patchy frost and occasional damp spots, so give yourself a little extra time this week. AccuWeather, https www.accuweather.com, N-US, Murphy, 28906, March weather, 334789. Now, before we head into our events, I'd love to ask you to do me a quick favor. If you're enjoying this channel and finding value in our Little Mountain News Roundup, please subscribe, hit the like button, slam that notification bell, and share the channel with a friend. Your support helps keep our community stories right where they belong, right here in our neck of the woods. For events this week, downtown Murphy is still buzzing quietly with springtime planning, and community groups are starting to put the finishing touches on the Murphy Spring Festival, which is set for Saturday, May 2nd, with plenty of music, food trucks, and family fun planned for Tennessee Street and the surrounding area. Closer to today, local churches and nonprofits are hosting a handful of midweek gatherings, from prayer nights to community meal nights. So if you're looking for a low-key evening out, check your local bulletin boards or community Facebook pages for times and details. Over in Andrews, the local chamber is highlighting events at Ferncrest Winery and other small-town spots that are beginning to open patios and tasting rooms now that the worst of the winter chill is easing, making it a lovely time for a short drive and a quiet afternoon with friends. YouTube, https www.youtube.com, watch VK10ADKWKUG. We wrap up this morning with a gentle reminder to look out for one another. If you live up on the hills or in a more remote area, don't hesitate to give your neighbor a call or a text as we move through these changing weather days, and keep an eye out for anyone who might be especially vulnerable to the wet and cool conditions. Thanks so much for tuning in to the Murphy Morning Show, and I'll be back tomorrow with more local news. another weather check-in, and even more events to help you plan your week. Until then, take care, stay safe, and enjoy this cozy Monday morning in the mountains. YouTube, https www.youtube.com, watch VFPJW8KCJVDI,